Hello, this is Pamela. Welcome to my channel. Grab you a cup of coffee, sit back and relax, and enjoy some good old yarny talk. Hello, this is Pamela, and you're on Pamela's Adoring Crochet. Welcome to my channel, and I'd like to say thank you for everyone for stopping by and watching my videos and supporting me. And I thank you so much for all the advice that I get from you guys, the emails and the comments. And I just want to say how much I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you are new to my channel, I'd like to say welcome. And my channel is mostly all about crochet. So go ahead and just grab you something to drink. And let's see what I have in today's video. All right, I would like to start with, I did have a few people ask about the swatch for the crossed triangle cardigan that Elise from Llama Unraveled Crochet and I have put together. Some of you have asked about the swatch. Well, here is the swatch. And it is a chain 20. And this is about 6.5 inches wide and 6.5 inches long and 3.5 inches wide for the swatch. So there it is. And I mentioned in the video you have a single crochet row and then the triangle row, and you will end your project with a triangle row and a single crochet row for each of the back panels and the front panels and the sleeves. Always end with the triangle row and the single crochet. There. Now you can add more single crochets if you want. Sometimes when I make cardigans, whenever I get to the top, I will make sometimes 2 or 3 single crochets on the top of the back panel and the top of the front panel, just so that I have good support there, especially if I'm working with something that's got big holes in it. I like to do that just for support on my shoulder. But in this pattern, I did not do that. I just kept it the triangle with 1 single crochet row. So there's 2 single crochet rows, one from the back and one from the front, that you will be putting together. And since the triangle row is not a big holey stitch, it's a nice strong stitch, I went ahead and just, like I said, just did the 1 single crochet. But if you look at a lot of my patterns, that's what I do. I put at least 2 or 3 on back panel and front panel just for shoulder support. I don't know, that's just me. If you're involved in the Halloween crochet along that a bunch of us are doing, here are the squares. I have made about 8 of these, and I'm not sure how many I'm going to have to go across yet. I haven't made my decision up yet, but this measures about 6 inches. And so I'm thinking maybe about 6 or 7. I'm not sure, but I'll know more by the time I do my next video, and I'll let you guys know. And I'll also post it in Facebook group page so that, we can get an idea. And really all you do is you take the 6, and let's say if you have 6 squares, you're going to have 36 inches across. You can just do the math on your little calculator, and that will help you. However wide your square is, just multiply that by how many squares you want going across. Gives you an idea how many squares you need to make. All right. The other thing is, this is made with an H hook, and it's really weird because I told you I was going to take my other stitch, the solid granny stitch, for my solids. That sounds funny, a solid granny stitch for my solids. But I made it all in orange, and then I got to thinking, these are all outlined in black. So I decided to make this cohesive. I would take my solid squares that I'm going to make and make a black border around them as well, so that when I connect, they're all connected with that black border. That's just my thinking on it. So that's what I did. I went ahead and frogged the orange and added the black. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see what else I have. I have finished the giraffe baby blanket, and here is the giraffe. I'm unsure if he really looks like a giraffe or not. But I do think it's cute, and I think for a 6, 7-month-old baby. My grandson will be 6 months the 6th of September. So over the next few months or whatever, at least it's a nice playful face. He loves bright colors. He loves faces. And so at least it will work for that. But yeah, I did get the face on there. And here is the blanket. Let me move my coffee cup out of the way. You can't move it out of the way without taking a drink. Oh, and thank you, Lori, for this. I appreciate that. Here's the cup. She has given me several of these bicycle cups, and I just appreciate those so much. All right, so here's the blanket. There. I think it's a lot of fun, and right now I am working on the little stuffed animal that goes with it. This is all done with an H hook. It's all done with big twist yarn. Wait a minute. The blue is done with, I think it may be Mainstay in the royal blue. But the rest of this is all with big twist yarn and all with an H hook. And the stuffed animal is going to be with the F hook, the 3.75 millimeter hook. So I did start on that. And it's really weird because it's one of those patterns where the, apparently you make the front and the back and then you attach it together and then, you know, stuff it. I haven't done one of those yet, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm excited to have him done, and I think his eyes just really pop and help give it definition. So yeah, one project down. You guys know how that feels. All right, I do have some happy mail. And yes, it makes me happy. You guys don't have to do this, but I'll tell you, whenever I do get it, it does bring a smile. I do get excited. I'm not going to lie. I do get excited. This mail right here is from Yolanda. Thank you so much, Yolanda. And she sent this really cute card, just a note. And I really like this card. It is just a beautiful card. Look at that. Just beautiful. But she puts on here that she saw this and thought about me and thought I could make something with this for fall. And yes, Yolanda, I can. I don't know what I'm going to make yet. I sent a picture to my sister Tanya that is now crocheting with me and showed her what I received. And she fell in love with it too. So I don't know what I want to make. That's a lot of yarn. Look how big this is. It's ice yarns and it is beautiful. Nice fall colors. Let's see how many yards are in here. I mean, it looks like it's a lot. It's a medium 4 weight. It says 200 grams. So that would make it about, that would make it probably a little over 400 yards at least in each one. That's enough to do something really good. That's about 800 yards. That is if I'm doing my math right. I don't know. I'm still new at trying to convert grams over into yardage. So if I'm wrong, I don't mind you putting it in the comment telling me exactly what it probably should be. If I'm way off, I don't mind it at all. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It helps me learn. That's the way I look at it. It helps me learn. So, but yeah, it says 200 grams. Let's see. Yeah, that's as close as I think I can come with it. But yeah, this is a lot of yarn. And it is just beautiful, just beautiful. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And then this little purple bag has some of the most adorable stitch markers I think I've ever seen. You guys wait till you get a load of this. Oh, and I was going to tell you where the stitch markers come because she put it on here. It's from an Etsy shop from Helen Light Brown, and the name of the Etsy shop is Duck and Rabbit. I'm going to have to check that out. Duck and Rabbit. And yes, Yolanda, I do like them. I like them a lot. So, matter of fact, my sister that is starting to crochet, she's doing this Halloween crochet along with all of us. Yay! I showed her these stitch markers, and she wants a couple of them. So I hope you don't mind if I share a couple of these foxes with her. I mean, they're just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So on this little bag was this little daisy stitch marker. Isn't it cute? And then inside of it is this ring. So I will have to come up, and it's just a bunch of foxes. Let's see what we got here. There's one. You guys know this is adorable. 2. Look at that. 3. Oh, 4. Here we go. Aren't they just the cutest things? So it came like this. Isn't that cute? So yes, I appreciate that very much. That was exciting to get. So yeah, I'm going to give her a couple of these so that she can use them, her Halloween Afghan crochet along, and I'm going to use one for mine as well. Oh, and I did learn a tip from her. Let's see. Yeah, this would be a good example, and you guys are probably thinking, well, Pam, that's not really a tip. We've been doing that for years, but it is for me. She is actually teaching me a few things, and I put stitch marker mostly when I am working in the round on amigurumi and stuff. Things like this, I normally do not use stitch markers for. I just leave it right where I left off, and I go on. Well, what she does, and now I do it, I didn't do it here. Well, that's because where I was at, I didn't have a stitch marker with me. I got one now. Let's see. Which fox? Oh, he was cute. Okay, so what she taught me is that, well, she didn't know that she taught me. That's funny about it. She just thought that that's what stitch markers were for, and they probably are. I just didn't know. But she puts a stitch marker in here when she lays her project down, and then attaches it to the project itself. And that way, if she's moving her yarn or doing anything, it's not pulling out her stitches. And like I said, I usually only would use that, my stitch marker, if I'm working in the round. And that's just so I know where my beginning stitch is. So anyway, so now I do this on my projects. Did I pull that in a little too much? There we go. So yeah, now I put it on, I put it in the hole, and then I take and attach it to the project itself. Then I close it up. See, and now you can't pull that. So if you're like me and didn't know that, you know now. So thank you, Tanya, for that. It's just little things. But yeah, like I said, it may be something that all of you do with your stitch markers, but I didn't know that. I only used mine for amigurumis. Anyway, so yeah, I got my first little stitch marker in here. Thank you for that, Yolanda. I appreciate that. So the other mail that I have is from Tammy. Thank you, Tammy, for this. And this is just so cool. She made this, put this together, made like an envelope. I just thought that was so cool. And then she even colored this little card right here. I just thought that was cool. And inside it says, thank you. A yarn fairy again you were. And it's from Tammy. Thank you so much for that, Tammy. I appreciate that. On our Christmas in July fairies, my channel was the one that was picked out of over 100 channels. And so my winner of my Christmas in July fairies giveaway, she won, and she ended up winning the grand prize because my channel was picked. So that was cool. So, but thank you for that, Tammy. I appreciate that very much. And what she sent me is this big festive package of white yarn. It does have like a glisten to it. It is very soft. It says polyester acrylic, festival mixed fiber, premier yarns, 50 grams, made in Turkey, polyester and acrylic. But it says mixed fiber. But it does have like a little shine to it, and it is very soft. Thank you so much for that. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 skeins in that. So 50 grams, so there's a little over 100 yards in that. And then this other one, it is so pretty as well. Look at that one. And let's see if I can see. I love this color, by the way, Tammy. Festival mixed fiber again. But look, it has all those little flecks in it. This is gorgeous. Thank you so much for this. This looks like it's probably a 5 bulky in it. The other one looks like it's probably a 4. But it's 50 grams, made in Turkey, premier yarns, polyester and acrylic. So yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 of these. I'm pretty anxious to try this out. This is different. So yeah, I got all that right there. Coffee break. I have one more Happy Meal, and this is from Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy loves to send me books that she finds at some of these flea markets and resale shops and, you know, just different places. And so I thank you so much for that, Tracy. I love the books that you send me. Well, this one here is a Noah's Ark book, and it is just adorable. I've already went through it. There are some wonderful projects in this. Yeah, Noah's Ark for baby. I just think it's so cool. And then the other book that she sent is this Crochet Afghans. And it says edited by Rita Wise. But I think that's some of the projects right there. Let's see, and I saw a color. It's funny because the pictures are in black and white. But they do show you all the Afghans in color though. At least. Because I was like, when I was looking through it, I was like, oh, I need to know color combinations. Because, you know, color combinations sometimes will determine whether you want to make the blanket or not. And that's what's funny about it. There are so many patterns out there, and it may be a really cool pattern, but if someone makes that pattern in a color that's not to your liking, you probably won't ever make that blanket. Isn't that weird? It's just, that's just life. That's just the way it is. I really thought there was another, it might have been the Noah's Ark that had a color page right in the middle. Yeah, because I'm not seeing it. But there's the other one. So those are all the blankets. So they do show you the colors. But I love this blanket. That is so fall. Yeah. So thank you so much for this, Tracy. I appreciate this. I did get your note and I read this. And yes, I will be praying for you and your family. So thank you so much for this note and keeping me updated on your life and what all is going on. I appreciate that very much. So let's go ahead and do our 365 days of prayer. It says, thoughts captured. Think about the things that are good and worthy of praise. Think about the things that are true and honorable and right and pure and beautiful and respected. Philippians 4:8. We used to sing a song that had those words in it like that. Dear Father, why do my thoughts so often take me captive, pulling me away from the moment? Even singing a familiar song of praise, my mind sometimes wanders. Instead of immersing myself in the joy of contemplating your goodness, I find I am either planning my day or rehashing my night. Help me to direct my thoughts to you. You are light and perfection, beauty and truth. This is how I want to spend my thought life, considering you and your glorious creation. I can't control what comes into my head, but I can learn to turn the tables, to capture my thoughts before they capture me. I turn my thoughts to you and to all that is good. What thoughts of yours need to be captivated by the Lord? That is really good because I never thought about looking at it that way, asking God to help me with my thoughts, because my thoughts tend to wander as well. So, yeah, that was very good. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, this poncho I am wearing is from Bag O' Day. And the yarn that I used from this, the yarn that I used for this is shawl in a ball. So I was planning on making more of these, but yes, this is shawl in a ball. Isn't it gorgeous? The way the colors flow on it. Look at that. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this was the one of the Bag O' Day's lacy mint ponchos. I think this was hers. But yeah, it's one of my favorite patterns that I have, and now of her ponchos, and now she has another poncho, and I love it just as much. I made it in the black and white Mandela yarn, I think. So anyway, link below to Bag O' Day's pattern for this in case you're interested in making it. And like I said, this is just shawl in a ball. And it is so lightweight and airy. I mean, it's almost like I'm not wearing anything except for this. You don't even really feel this. Very nice. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for the happy mail that you sent me. You do not have to do that, but I do appreciate it very much. And that is just so thoughtful. And I love the little notes. I love notes. I just want to say thank you guys for everything. And I love each and every one of you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.